Alph LUKAU Ministries International is a Bible-believing and Christ-centered church. We believe Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. His power is still at work in the church today, just as it was in the time of the Bible. We are AMI.
The Bible said 3 wise men came from the east. These men could read signs. If you can read signs, you will know who you are, where you are, whose you are, and what you ought to do. Everything that happens has a sign that points to it. Every single thing. If you will open your eyes, you will know whether this thing will work or not. Signs. The wise men, these learned people, could read signs. Oh, well, you will change. I'll just say, yes, I do. And the miracle of change will happen. After yes, I do, you move from praise to intercession permanently. Because you could not read signs. If you read signs, you will know this one may be a good partner, a good business partner. This one will not. Sign readers, they could read signs. And because of that, they came. As a theologian, we study matters in many fronts. When I study this, I want to find out exactly these 3 Magi came to Jesus Christ. Was it the day after his birth? Was it on the 26th, if we will take the 25th as the day of his birth? Or was it on the 27th? For how long was the mother in there? Now we know, I see my daughter Epiphany. We know Epiphany. Epiphany, celebrated around the world, is 12 days from the day believed that Jesus was born, which are the days given as days of possibility that the kings came in one of those. Today, Epiphany means appearance or manifestation. When we say Epiphany, we're talking about appearance or manifestation. So we understand that Jesus Christ was born, and 12 days leading us to the 6th of January could be the days through which these Magis walked in. They came from the east in one of those days. Today it is believed after the 6th of January you can pull down your decoration. Whatever decoration you have in your house, the tree, the Christmas tree, after the 6th, you see them coming down because it is the Epiphany time that has passed. Why is it that they call these men wise men from the east? And even if one will have wisdom, how is it possible that a man will have this understanding? There are many stars. Can a star really point to something specific? Yes, especially if you know what to look for. Now, it is believed that these 3 men, wise men, who I say are intelligent men, they call them Magi. Magi is the same word from which we get the word magicians. But these were not magicians as per what we know magician to be. They were seen as astrologists. Now, astrologists are men who study bodies an element, celestial element, believing that they carry a message for the living. They check the alignment of planets and stars and try to decode from them what can be seen in the living world. So it is maybe true that these were scientists, they were men of great mind, men who had given themselves to study, and they've been studying carefully what could this be. But there is something that all those who are Bible scholars believe, that the Magi and the wise men, the three of them, the three wise men that we see that came to worship Jesus Christ, all studies are writing about Christ that were in reserve in Babylon in the east. Now, I don't want to shock you much, I'm just laying the foundation. And I believe that some of you who are a little bit open to understand beyond the just line will try to get wisdom from. There used to be in the kingdom of Babylon a great intelligent academic leader, a man who was young, taken, and set aside. This man had given himself to the Lord while holding a high position in the kingdom of Babylon those days. He wrote a lot and left a lot of writings about his country and his belief. This man lived and went to be with the Lord. His name was Daniel. He had the three friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They literally lived there and left behind a library of knowledge. After Daniel, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, many from the east and many from all over the world were baffled by the revelation found in their writings. As you may well know, that the book of Daniel is also one of the apocalyptic books. Daniel has been speaking of things not only of history, but he has founded his speaking to the revelation of what was, is, and will be. So in the writings of Daniel, the volumes of what Daniel left behind, great intelligence pulled intelligence out of it. They read to understand. They built themselves in it. They groomed themselves in it. Knowledge has to be developed. You gotta grow your knowledge. And I believe that these kings built their knowledge in pulling and withdrawing from the well of the knowledge of Daniel. There they heard that a true king shall be born one day. A king that is not like other kings. Now, Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, and Daniel, in their writings, could have appointed a signal that says, if you see this, just know that is about to happen. Can I stand here and say it again? A signal that says, you see this, get ready, that is about to happen. There are certain things, if you are a sign reader, you will know. And here, that thing that Daniel could have led them to look for was a sign of a star. A star. A star. Now this man kept on watching, waiting and watching, waiting and watching. Hear me. The greatest form of confidence you draw in the prophetic is in the ability you develop to read signs. Right. I help you. It's Christmas. It's Christmas special.
We receive it.
Once you understand signs, before you have a dream, you need to know signs. In the prophetic, once you know how to read signs, you will go faster. I'll prove it to you. His name is Elijah. He's a prophet. They know him as a Tishbite. He's a man of fire. He's a crazy preacher. When he shows up, trouble comes with him. Trouble to the kingdom of the enemy. He had already caused trouble because he prayed. Some people in families, when they pray, tsunami comes in the family. Every plan of wizard catches fire. This man prayed that there may be no rain in Israel. How dare you pray that there may be no rain? Do you really think that God will overlook all of us and just answer a prayer that you pray? Who do you think you are? Wait, you will see.
Wait.
He had prayed that there may be no rain, and there was no rain. God overlooked every farmer for his servant the prophet, that there may be no rain, and there was no rain for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years and a half. There was no rain. The Bible says it was a man like you and I. He prayed. Is there a man who knows how to pray? Is there here a man of prayer?
Jesus.
He prayed that there may be no rain, and there was no rain. Then the time came to pray again. This time was to pray to undo what his first prayer did. He prayed now that there may be rain, and the Bible says he went to the mountaintop and knelt down and put his head between his knees. Don't expect me to do that now. And he prayed. And he had his servant next. And he prayed that there may be rain. And he said to his servant, go and check. His servant went higher on the mountaintop, further than where his master was. And he went and checked. There was nothing. He came. He said to his man of God, there is nothing. The man of God said, go again. While he prayed again, Ramaskatababosha. The servant went and came back. There was nothing. He said, go again. I'm not leaving. He came back and said there was nothing. He said, go again. He returned and said there was still nothing. He said, go again. The fifth time he came and said, there is nothing. He said, go again. The sixth time he came and said, there is nothing. He said, go again. Give again. Fast again. Pray again. Touch again. Keep on doing it. Don't stop.
Glory, glory.
Don't you stop. Go again, he said. And on the seventh time he came and he said, there is nothing but a small cloud. Be seated. There is nothing. On the seventh time, I see still nothing. But there is a sign. There is no rain. You sent me to check rain. I didn't feel a drop of rain. But there is a small cloud in the form of a man's hand. When Elijah heard it, he stopped praying.
Jesus.
Rain didn't come, But the sign epiphany, the sign appeared. So if the signs appears, it is as good as rain appears.
I receive.
Elijah said to his servant, go speak to the king. Tell him to hurry, because there is a mighty rain. Where did you get the mighty rain? The last time we heard was a small cloud in the form of a man. If you are able to see the sign, you are able to enjoy the miracle. Who am I talking to now? Who am I talking to? There is always a sign. So these intelligent kings were looking for the sign. Came to Nehemiah, seeking God for twins. I touched the altar. When I looked, the man of God said, you have it, pointing to me. My tummy didn't change. I may have not felt any other thing, but this for me is a sign.
Yes.
I am leaving here straight to the shop. I'm shopping for my babies.
Somebody receive.
Sign readers. Sign readers are better than Pharisees. Sign readers are wiser than Sadducees. If you are able to understand signs, here, there are people you're neglecting today. It's because you do not know what is going on. You are circumstance based. You want the circumstance to change before you acknowledge what God is doing in their lives. Wait, there is a surprise that will come to you. It's not because right now you have no car that prosperity of God will not manifest in your life. It's not because you may be in the place where you do not have much, then prosperity will not manifest. You must be a sign reader.
Yes.
If you know how to read signs, you'll know the miracle that proceeds.
I receive it.
Jesus Christ was stripped naked on the cross of Calvary. You know that? They took his clothes. He was just a little covered because that's how they killed people. Whoever was crucified had no ability, no strength. He was immobilized. Right there on the cross, it means it was over with him. But they wrote above his head, this is the King of the Jews. And because of the signage on his head, there was huge commotion up to the king. Men went to him, they said, no, we have a problem with this crucified fellow. His sign is still there. And as long as the sign will still be on him, miracles will keep on flowing. And the sign read, this is the King of the Jews. They even negotiated. They say, okay, rectify it a little bit. Maybe put, this man used to say that he is the King of the Jews and we caught him and they say, no, that's too long. This is the King of the Jews. Do you know that for every living person on earth, God has established signs? There is one man's sign, is your star, and there are signs around your life that speaks of your destiny.
Yes.
Because children of God do not know it, the enemy takes advantage of it. in the time of Jesus Christ, they came to the king and said, rectify the sign. The rectification of the sign will impact on the value of the mission of the person. So they say, rectify the sign. And the king say, what is done is done. Evil powers, devils out there, witches and wizards are able, just like this king from the east, are able to see from far one person's star. They said to the king, Herod, he said, we have seen his star from the east. We did not need to come close to see his star. From where we were, we could see his star. People are seeing your star.
That's right.
From very far. Very unfortunate that sometimes those who see your star are far, and those who are close don't see it. They've gotten too used with you. They think, when you speak of your own star, they think that you are just dreaming again. Hey, life is bigger than what you know.
Amen.
Devils out there, because they see what God ordained and designed to do in your life, they manipulate you.
That's right.
They manipulate things. They manipulate events. They try to tap and tamper with the signs and the star that God has set above your head. I may seem to be on the cross, but the sun speaks of royalty. I may still seem to be one who is hanging there, but the star of God over my head speaks of my destiny.
Jesus.
Kings will come from the east, the west, the south, the north to you.
I receive.
There is something you are born with.
I receive.
Something that is above your head.
I receive.
This thing that you are born with that is above your head is the indication that you will not die before you fulfill destiny.
I receive it.
No matter what the devil does, understand and remember what the Lord released you on earth with, that goes everywhere you go. It follows you like your shadow. It's an indication that this one is set aside. This one will fulfill my will on earth.
I receive
this one
it.
is born to reflect my glory. They may attack you and try to undermine who you are. Don't be afraid. As long as you know that the star of God over your head persists, the glory of God will come.
I believe.
There are people who will never be at peace with you. Why? Because as long as Herod knows it is you, he will stop at nothing. Herod will kill babies, all of them together, just to try to undermine who you are. You must understand, the battle is great out there. They want you dead. But just know, it is not because you have not done what you're supposed to do. It's because of who you are. Your star. Herod say, go find him and then bring words to me. They're looking for you. They want to know where they can find you.
That's right.
That's why guard yourself. Learn to protect yourself. He said, go find him. To find you is not just to know where you stay, to know where they can catch you, to know your weakness, to know where you are vulnerable. Herod said, go find him. Secretly, he told them, go and find him. And once you have found him, bring me word. Bring me word. that I may also go and worship. Did you hear that? Herod say, I want to go and worship. You know, false friends. False friends are one of the greatest tools the enemy has.
That's right.
Herod say, I'm a worshiper. I will go and worship. He's a false friend. A false friend. Marriages are destroyed because of false friends.
Jesus.
Businesses are collapsing because of false friends. Ministry is being undermined because of false friends. False friends who realize that if you and your husband remain together, you will keep on overshadowing them. And now they come to magnify every weakness your wife has. Hey, we came to your house. She did not even look at us. She just saved us. Well, if you have a problem with her, don't come again. I have no time for that counseling. Either you submit to the precept of this house, or false friends that tell you, the Lord is speaking. False friend. They want you to accept them, to make room for them. They tell you we are also worshipers. We want to worship, but he's afraid. He want to have what you have. He want to pull you down. He's a devil under there. False friends. Herod went to consult to check the word just because he wanted to kill Jesus, the baby Jesus. He called the chief priest. Never he called the chief priest. He called the chief priest. He said, let's go to the scriptures. I gotta discover who is this. How can you tap into this level? How do you do that? They went and they checked and say, Micah say that the Savior, that king, will be born in Bethlehem. Meaning that they joined the IVP. They came looking. Ramas, they're looking for you. Ramasere Bekanta. On your altar, you will find it.
The devil is a liar.
1, 2, 3.
Fire!
If you were blessed by this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel. You can catch Pastor Alph LUKAU on AMI TV on the public bouquet or on our live stream on AMITV.com. You can follow Pastor Alph LUKAU on all social media platforms at Alph LUKAU.